Faster than an interval training workout, I'm going to share 3 ways to increase your email opens, which increases deliverability of future emails, which has a whole cascade of benefits. So stay tuned. We're going to get through this really quickly. And trust me, I do start to end interval training sessions in 20 minutes or less. So this is going to be even shorter than that. I'm Deborah Atkinson. You're listening to Fitness Marketing Mastery right now, but we are going through a name change. In fact, if you'd like to be a part of that name change and you have a great name, let me know. But here's where we're going, and we're probably going to get a little facelift this spring. So, she means business. She means fitness business. Those words have resonated with a lot of our listeners. So if that resonates with you, the true message is, and if you are listening and you're a guy, you're not excluded. But what I'm finding is I've got more and more females in midlife themselves who are attracted and need to find the business message that nails exactly what they do, who they do it for, and helps them deliver the programs that also deliver results. That, my friends, is what I'm all about. So digging a little bit deeper, even into my niche, even after 38 years, that's what we're all about. So you temporarily are still listening to Fitness Marketing Mastery, and this is the place where I share all those things, marketing and sales strategies that are anything but sleazy, salesy, and pushy, so you can grow and scale a business that you love, as well as a life, so you've got the freedom to enjoy what you've done. We're going to dive into this 3 ways to increase your email opens. And it's also going to help you with social posts and your website traffic right now. And I say that because I'm feeling this vibe like everybody's forgotten. We just have come through right now 24 months of a pandemic. And that is so very wrong and a missed opportunity. You need to be talking to people about why it's not just fat loss, why it's not just getting stronger, why it's not just bone density, but why it is so much more important after these last 24 months and what we've witnessed and evidenced. There are a lot of missed opportunities in the messaging. And I think it's why some clubs are slower to grow back and bring people back in. But that could be a whole sideline. We're not going there. Here we go. So what happens if you have those ways to increase your email opens after today? It will increase your deliverability, by the way. The more people who are on your list who open your emails, that is sending an algorithm message back to the gods of the email world that says, your information is relevant. They want this. So we're going to make sure it gets delivered. And that's an important piece. Because if you have people who are on your list who aren't opening, maybe they don't even see your emails, that actually hurts your email deliverability. So don't let your ego get in the way of get those people off of your list. Stop sending to them. Okay, but it also is going to increase the chance that when you're promoting, they'll read it and register. And hopefully you're emailing more than you're just promoting. And it'll increase and enhance your social media engagement so you don't have any more crickets. But first, I'm going to share this. I've shared this earlier with those people listening right now who are on my email subscriber list, but I want to extend it to anyone here for the tickets that I have left. I have a ticket to a conference. The value is probably $3,000 something. The cost is actually $397 something for an online summit for 3 days, but you can attend for $1 as my guest because I happen to belong and am good friends with the mastermind host of the event. But you have to hurry because it's live. It's with leaders of the most respected health and wellness collaborative in the world. And you can be my guest for next to nothing for this priceless experience. It's called the Health Business Growth Summit or Conference. It's 3 days. It's live and virtual. And so you'll find details in the show notes for today's show. And I'm going to put that under your email opens. That's going to be your show notes for today. You got that? Your email opened. So be sure that you go there, fitnessmarketingmastery.com/your email opened, and you will go to the link for today's show where you'll find the details to this event. You'll find all the keynoters, and you're going to recognize some of them. 2 out of 3, at least I hope, of the keynoters. One, Natalie Jill. So she's kind of a fitness icon. She's been around for a little while. She was an overweight, out of shape, single mom, and kind of started from scratch. Definitely a rags to riches story. And she's evolved into not just weight loss coaching, but really into mindset, and just turned 50 herself. So, of course, she's all over that. And thinking still it's a big deal to be 50, or 50 is a number, but it is to listeners and subscribers. So we have to meet them where they are. But she's going to be, very motivating and very direct. So sometimes somebody from stage will be a functional doctor or someone else that maybe there's a little disconnect for you, but here it's very, very direct. And she was not a fitness pro when she did this and started. So I think that too is very important. Also, John Lee Dumas. So whether you're familiar with podcasting or not, you're listening to somebody else, you may or may not be listening to him, but he's Entrepreneurs on Fire. Huge story. Huge. I've talked about him before, but I won't spoil this one for you, but he's got a business model that is beyond amazing, beyond doing what he loves, charging through the nose for it, making so much money in different revenue streams. It's crazy good. So you're going to click to the show notes at your email opens, and then you're going to click to go right here, but you're going to need this code. Promo code is MMVIP. It stands for Mastermind. I'm a piece of the mastermind. That's why I have some exclusive tickets for $1. So let's dive into this episode. Have you tried everything to increase your emails? Or maybe not. So first of all, if you're still not quite aware that this is a really big deal, we got to work on it. The industry standard is pathetically low, and I would never suggest that you reach for that, because it's something like, 15, maybe 17%. That would be high in terms of our fitness industry. Well, I think pathetically, that is a representation that fitness businesses, number one, don't email very frequently. When they do, it's only promotion, promotion, promotion. And number 3, they don't segment their list. So everybody they're promoting to doesn't even want the things they're promoting. That hurts their opens. So if you've segmented your list, or niched down, better word, to the people you serve and how you serve them, and they got on your list voluntarily, meaning they opted in, you didn't automatically put them in, because that's a bad route to go, by the way. But your open rate, I think, should be closer to something like 30 something, or 50 and 60 something is not uncommon. If you have great subject lines, you then have great content. So here we go. I'm going to give you these quickly, rapid fire. Number 1 is add bracket, recipe, bracket in the subject line. I just handed it to you. Specifically, that's what you do. Or you can say 3 recipes or 5 recipes or Easter recipes, because no one ever had too many recipes, apparently. Yeah, if it's in there, I promise you they will open it up. But I want to tell you, you're in health and fitness, and you may think, well, I'm in fitness, I don't really do nutrition. Do it anyway. Banks do this, right? Libraries do this, and it works for everybody. You could be in an entirely different field, a financial planner, and you stick a recipe in it, you just increase your open rate and your read rate. Just do it, because it is relevant for us. Number 2, add bracket, video bracket to the subject line. And then, of course, you get it, right? Like in the first one, you had to have a recipe in that email. Well, in this one, you have to have a video in this email. And I don't mean like make a live link in some text to a video. Like put the image, put the video, embed it in your email, and make it about something they care deeply about. Could be making a recipe. Wow, double that one. Could be doing an exercise, correcting an exercise, giving a short warm up or a short cool down. I mean, there's infinite numbers of things we can demonstrate, right? So much better than you talking in a head and shoulders. Although, if you do regularly exercise videos every once in a while, talking head and shoulders, you're going to earn the right to do that. But if you do that every day, probably not going to get open as much. Number 3, link to those recipes and the videos from your website. I want to make this clear. So if you're linking outside of it, so they click on your email and they're like, oh, here's the recipe, and you click over to go get it somewhere else, it better be on your website. And how does that help your opens? Well, because you made it really easy. You put the image of the recipe as you're making it, or maybe it's a video of you making the recipe, or maybe it's a image of the prepared, beautiful meal all laid out. They click on that, they go right to your website, whether that's a blog post or an articles page where you have the recipe with the same image. They know they're in the right place. That is like boom and boom. So you've got a great juicy title telling them what they're going to get inside the content of the email. When they open it, it's exactly what you promised. And then when they click on that, it's exactly what they wanted. In 3 seconds, they're right where they want to go. You've just enhanced your potential that you're going to increase your emails down the road, downstream, right? Even though this may feel like this isn't immediate, how's this getting my emails open? Because you're doing what you said you were going to do. You were delivering on the promises you said you were, and they were there in 3 seconds if they opened up. This is important. You don't just want to drop the recipe into the email, meaning like, here's, the ingredients and here's the instructions, and just put that right there in the email. No, 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 no. You can start it, but you want to take them to your website. Why? Because other things are there on your website, right? That's where your store is. It's where they can opt in to do something else. It's where there can be something else on that page. Like, if you like this, here's 14 more, high protein breakfasts that you can get. Here's my 60 ultimate smoothies for high protein, more muscle, less fat. Whatever it is. But you get the idea. There is something else that you can put on there, and you want to increase your website traffic. You help yourself do that. Google says, again, you're very relevant. They're going to show you more in searches for relative search words. Got to be optimizing those keywords. That is not dead, my friends. It's how I'm found every day, more than anything else, even paid advertising in these days. So you don't want to just link to your YouTube video, right? Not in your email. These people are on your email list. Sending them back to your social media site is like sending them in circles. So your social media strategy is to bring people from social to your email subscriber list. From your emails, you then nurture them with deeper content they get nowhere else and that they wanted from you, and then ultimately the next step, which is doing a program. Far too many fitness and health professionals are sending people in circles. They get them on their email list, and then they're sending them back to, here's what I did on Instagram. Okay. Did you do that? Have you done that? Are you doing that? Stop that. Okay. So if you're showing them something in emails, now, I will tell you that I do drop the videos that I did directly into my emails that I did on Instagram. And I tell them why, but I break them down and I give them more information, not to send them away, but to give them like, here's a quickie. And I'm also giving them deeper information on there. But it's not a, hey, go check this out, what I did on YouTube. Go check this out. Why would I want to do that? The whole purpose of having social is to grow the email list. Don't send them back, right? It's a backward step. So you've got to think about, the fact that a confused mind never buys. You know what will happen? If you're doing things like that, they will start asking you, well, who do you recommend that does that? Like, who do you recommend is, a trainer who could help me with that? Or they'll say, what protein powder do you recommend? even though you might sell one, but you didn't actually let them know that. You just talked about smoothies. You have to literally be very open and say, here's why I carry this. This is my product. This is the thing. Here's who it's for. Here's who it's not for. You're confusing instead of giving them the answer. They will be like, okay, who should I go see? So don't be so afraid of selling and self-promotion that you promote everyone else but you. If you like doing that, then do that. But do that as your business. Here's what I mean. You can create a business where you are earning money as an affiliate, promoting others who already have established businesses that are making 6 figures a month. And you can build a business promoting their products. They're already successful. They're already proven. And for someone listening today needs to hear this, because you may not like self-promotion. You may just love the teaching of the exercise. And maybe you should just be doing that and attracting people to you because you do that, but then promoting other people's programs, because that may make you more money easier and be easier for you to promote. Just a thought. It is a totally different business model, but that works. Okay. So create that business and do it just like that. You can do it. You can do it for us. You can promote for Flipping 50. But if you want to grow your own business, then this. I'm going to come back to the Health Business Growth Summit. It's April 7th through 9th in 2022. So if you're listening later, there will be another one in 2023, but you're going to have to wait. JJ Virgin, and Carl Krumenacher, they are Mindshare's CEO and founder. They're bringing together top experts to help health pros become the trusted authority at this year's Health Business Growth Conference. If I was going to host a conference, it would be with this one. Literally. Tickets are regularly $397, and there were 10 times that price, but I've managed to score a few VIP passes that can then get a limited number of people into the conference for just $1. So let's call them my golden tickets. Important details. I have a few of these tickets to share, and it starts really soon. So you've got to just commit and do it. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3-day event. You want to be at all 3 events. Definitely you want to hit, once you get the schedule, you'll see it. You'll want to hit the keynotes. You also want to hit the opportunities to get coached. So there is some literally live coaching. And you'll learn a lot about how to ask a great question. So you can visit that link. The show notes today are fitnessmarketingmastery.com/your email opens, and you will grab the link to the Health Business Growth Conference, and the promo code that will get you in with my link is also in the show notes. So those $1 passes, though, are going to go quickly. I'll put a couple links below the show notes as well for resources. If you don't have a great freebie, you're struggling to grow your email list, I've got a resource for that. If the words you're using really are not working, I've got a resource for that. But those 3 steps, super simple. Add the word recipe in brackets in your subject line with a juicy rest of the word, rest of the title. Number 2 is add brackets around video in the subject line. And number 3 is inside of your emails, you link to those recipes or videos that you're going to share from your website. So that's where you're sending them from your email, and you're making sure that those open in a different link. Okay? All right. So if you have questions, I'd love to hear them. And then take a look. Go browsing through the last emails that you've sent. Read your subject lines. And then see where, could you have added a video? Could you have added a recipe? Did you link back to the content that was on your website? Quick ways to enhance your business really right away. All right. What are you waiting for? The world needs us now more than ever. And as promised, done quicker than interval training. I'll see you on the flip side.